Today is the Thursday of the third week of Lent already. And today, before I could even get to our gospel, the first reading, clear as day, this is what I commanded my people. Listen to my voice. And a little further along, I've sent you untiringly all my servants, the prophets. Still you don't listen. And who of us today, looking at the daily readings, can say that we've have an unblemished record of listening to our faith. I know for me, Lent has always been a time where we're called to stop talking and to step back from our lives and review and look and say, to simply take the time to be a little less distracted and a little more present to looking and listening to where God is calling us. And it's funny. I feel like I've been saying this a lot, recently during these reflections, and it makes sense because we're in March, and in some ways, in kind of a positive way, I feel a little nostalgic for the beginning of this pandemic, which I know, and I don't mean to minimize. I know how exceedingly challenging it has been for many of us, but I do remember that time where everything was stripped down, where we couldn't, we were home, and with the exception being that I would get out to local parks or whatever to go walk, but when things are stripped down, when our schedules are so bare, then there's a presence to our faith, or there was for me, that all of a sudden, unintentionally, my faith is front and center, and the time I'm spending, and I heard this over and over again, the time I'm spending with my family, it's at the end of the meal, nobody's eager to get off to the next thing, and we're just spending time together, and now, things are a little more crowded, not in the way they may normally be, but they are a little more crowded, and I got to remind myself that we're not getting back. The goal is not to get back to normal. My goal in life, coming out of a pandemic, but certainly coming into Lent, is getting to a place where, yes, I can do more things, and my family can do more things, the boys can get involved in more things, but I can still prioritize my faith in a way that I certainly could this time last year, where it was such a front and center, because if it wasn't, it's where I got grounded each day and could focus so that I could be the kind of father and employee and all the things that I needed to be in the middle of a lot of craziness. And for me, today's gospel, or today's first reading especially, is just that. It's the opportunity to continue down the journey that I started this time last year, to say, am I paying attention? Am I really fully present to listen to where God wants me? And that's a gift, and that's a big gift. So for me today, our big where I am called, and where I think we have an invitation, is to really consider, what are some things today as things are opening up? What are some things in my day today that are potentially distracting me from my faith, from being fully present to where God wants me and where God needs me? It's an opportunity that hopefully we can all take advantage of. With that, I hope you are all well and healthy, and as I close each week, I hope I'll see many of you in the parish soon, and for those of you who are still virtual, I will see you here next week.